hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a stunning 79 degree at the moment. It's about 10 till 11, Sunday the 26th of July. So I just released yesterday's video. I built it this morning. That was tough to build that video. I almost felt like I was telling a lie. But like Kelly says, you didn't know any of this until we were over with the vlog. We were completely done for the day. We said our goodbye. That was it. In fact, I went in, set the cameras to upload the footage, and I came out and something happened. So I have lights making noises. Definitely need to get those LEDs. But anyway, I have my ritual. I come in, I back the bike around, and I back her into her spot. And you know what? I always do a couple of just OCD or something. I take a couple stabs at it, and when I'm backing up, all of a sudden, goes to free rev. Thankfully, with the redundant systems of a fly-by-wire, it activated an immediate idle procedure. It's in there. This is never how you want to come out and see your bike. Is with your a control module hooked up to it to read codes. Something's going on with the fly-by-wire. So I started it, I shut the thing down, started up immediately. Of course, an engine light's on. So I started up, and it idles first. Doesn't take no throttle at all. Nothing. Dead throttle. Just like me giving it gas here, all you hear is an idling motorcycle. So I boot it down and let it completely boot down, boot it back up. Takes throttle again, but I still have the engine light. I mean, it wham. So I turned the bars back and forth, and on my second swing to the right, wow, didn't go to full rev like it did the first time, but it jumped, and immediately I have no throttle again. So this is a Screaming Eagle. This is the illegal ones, the Super Tuner Pro. This is the one off of my XL1200V, the 72. I can't program the bike. It's locked to that VIN number forever. But I can go in and look at codes, and I have two events of a high and low, because it's redundant, and they work in different. They're actually working in opposite directions just to make sure they're foolproof. I have two counts of the high and low sensor faults. Two counts of it being forced into an idle procedure, the ECM induced idle procedure or something like that it's called. It's just a safety thing. It just immediately goes to idle. And there's one other code. Anyway, something is amiss here. I don't know if I chafed something or my routing is wrong, and it's pulling something. Don't know. We're pulling her out, and we're gonna dig into it and see what's going on. Good thing it happened as I was parking it here at the house and not while I was going. I talk about the 2-on-2. Even though that thing is redundant and it forces itself to an idle, it doesn't stop the fact that it went to a free rev. I mean, just wow. You think stock exhaust is quiet? You ought to hear what stock exhaust sounds like when you do a full rev on one. It just went full rev all the way down. It immediately kicked on and went down. Very loud, especially when the rear is facing the back of the shop. So anyway, let me dig into this thing. Been really bummed about this thing. In fact, I didn't build the vlog last night. I had time. I go, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed, get a good night's sleep, think on this. So anyway, didn't look at anything. Only thing I did, come out here with the computer and try to pull the code, and they are active now. It will not let me clear the codes. So I just noticed something else crazy. Let me see if I can. Oh my God. See if I can film this or not. Let me just set this across. How can I do this? Let's get you centered up here. Watch how close the bar gets on this side. Pay attention to the switch. The switches are both exactly sitting in the same place. Exactly sitting in the same place. There is a full half-inch difference between the left bar and the right bar. The bars are not straight. What the heck? I haven't even started to do anything yet. I was just moving the thing around. I'm like, whoa, what? Wait, what the heck is this? Oh man, come on. Found the issue immediately. Here, I'm gonna turn the bars so you can see it. It was 100% my fault. Do you see anything wrong with this? It wasn't clipped in. And that is going to the fly-by-wire. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with them. I don't know if I can deal with the bars. I don't know. I really like the bars, but I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with that. Toolbox. There's all my vital information. I mean, everything. It's crazy. Let's see here. Fault codes present. There's none present. Forced idle mode. TGS1, TGS2, and TGS calibration error. There's clearing historic. Anyway, that's it for that. Alright, she's cleared. Now, what to do with these bars? I think it just slipped in the jig and the whole thing is slightly welded back. And it looks like it's coming from that area right there. Dude, what a nightmare to rewire all this. But that will forever be in my head. I can't ever get rid of it. Holy moly, where'd the Road King go? She's back to completely stock. So in my ride yesterday, I flipped the heated grips on, rode for a bit, and they didn't get hot, so I was investigating it today. And yeah, what I thought was a power source, not so much a power source. I had to use a power source from one and a ground from another. So the instructions, if you get that same kit, is not correct on this thing. You don't use the fender tip light as a source. That third light they show is some kind of an auxiliary light, which I'm assuming is a fender light, but it can't take the power of the grips, and it shuts down an internal fuse in the ECM. So that threw a code that wouldn't clear until I hooked it back up again. But anyway, I fiddled with that for a little bit. Put the bars back on. Didn't take me that long. It's just been hot, and I've been hanging around with the little woman. Starting to cool off a little bit. Thinking about taking a little rip on something here. It's still like 90 something. So you think I'd be kind of burnt out on Milwaukee 8s after messing with one all weekend long? Oh heck no. Let's drive another Milwaukee 8. Little woman's up on the porch. Can you get tired of one of these things? Is that even possible? Let's take the old Slim for a ride. No codes I gotta clear on this one. Self-induced. Kind of not how I thought I was going to spend my weekend goofing around on motorcycles. A weekend off of motorcycles is meant for riding. Although I got a good ride in yesterday. That was very nice. Super, super nice. Didn't expect to come home and put the thing away and have all the issues. Again, self-induced. It's all my own doing. See boats out there in the Columbia. Just beyond those fields there is the Columbia River going by. If you guys look back at the other channel, you'll see where Kelly and I got a biplane ride and we bombed through there. Man, was that literally one of the coolest things I ever did. That was incredibly cool. He asked us if we want to do a stunt, do a rollover, and we said yeah. So he did kind of a partial one initially, you know, and look back and ask, you know, again, are we okay? And yeah, that was cool. And an old, I think it was a 1920 something. I forget what the name brand of the plane was. Really cool. Man, that was cool. Should we take a look and see how the old barn's doing in the heat? Why not? You old strong there, barn. I don't know, I think I was researching the bars for the Road King and I dug up an old, there's a deer inside there's a whole bunch of deer inside the barn. Oh, there's no way you're gonna see that. There's a big sawdust pile, or maybe a dirt pile. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, they done found themselves a nice comfortable place to hang out. God, there's no way you'd see them. That's really cool. If I drive up, it'll spook them all. Slow down there, automobile. I love this little section. You get that flicker from the trees. It's not quite so intense this time of year because of all the leaves in them. Let's go right up and see if old Dobie's out in the yard. See if we can get a chase out of him today. Look out, we're going down. Going way, way, way down. Ooh, look out for the holes. Somewhere in here. Oh, look at that. How high that is up there. Whew. We're coming up on Dobie's house here. The dog's probably going, it's too dang hot. Keep out. you better definitely heed that warning. Got little Doberman pinchers come after you. That ain't a cool day. You can get away from them on a motorcycle. If your own hoof, might have a really bad day. There's old Slim Shady, son of a gun. He's been out here. I hadn't even noticed him yet. Hanging around out here trying to scare me. Getting myself out the sun. Oh, I don't want to go down the gravel road. Bad enough I get dust on them driving back and forth from the house. I'm going, where's that gravel road? That thing kind of blended right in, didn't it? And I'm going, isn't that the road that turns right before you? Oh yeah. Oh, look at the sliver of the moon up there and a jet flying by. Going places far, far, far away. We'll take you down the ski slope. We're in shade trees. This thing's crazy. Man, if I was a kid back when, all you had was bicycles, you would really get hurt on this thing because you couldn't resist. You'd be tucked in, and especially when you hit some of the big bumps. The old bicycle. Wow. Deer sitting right there. That deer didn't even see me. You see that? I scared the deer. That's what's nice about a silent motorcycle. Stay off the throttle and they just whisper along. See if I can get you some good looks at this cliff up here. Look at that thing. Whew. Them trees just hanging right on the overhang. I wouldn't even stand there, much less stand around and have one fall on you. It'd be worse to fall off, I think, in my book anyway. But I'm a little freaked out with heights, so that's my thing. It's my lovely little thing. I pray it'll come through and cut these trees out. It was bad enough they cut that section out there and opened it. I mean, you can see a lot of light there you couldn't see before. It looked like the deep, dark woods, the black forest. Used to be a tree that split off in 3 sections that hung over right there. It was absolutely gorgeous. Cut that thing down too. I would point out Mount St. Helens, but she's just got her volcanic ash dust floating around her, and she's all but disappeared back there. Snow melts down. It gets down to the snow that still has ash in it, and parts of the rock actually come out as well. That's when the dust flies. Good Lord, look at this light. Look at the windmill, and it's functioning. See a pump on the bottom. Slim Shady, how are you, sir? Wow. Shame they cut all them trees down. As it's filling in, it looks like a great big old, kind of looks like a big old field, but I guess you can see outside of it. Before you couldn't see around you. You were just like tunneled in. But you get a good look how cool the mountain is. The last time I came through here, I was all bundled up because it was cold. She ain't cold today. Let's take a peek at the old creek. Boy, she's got to be looking really thin now. Watch the old floorboards. Now, if this was the south, it'd be water turtles and water moccasins and everything else slithering around down there. You wouldn't want to go walking through that marsh grass down there, I can tell you that. Certain parts of the south, them dinosaur-looking prehistoric, heavily toothed critters will come out and get you. They got them gators down there, man. Not a single one of them horses out here. By the looks of that field, they haven't been out here for a while. Moved on to greener pastures, I reckon. It's that crazy old Century 21 looking building. I wonder how old that thing is. I mean, that thing's clearly early 70s, wouldn't you say? Wonder what it was. And why would you build something elaborate like that? Look at that shop down there. You can tell, I think I mean, even the doors are sagging and falling down. Somebody had something pretty elaborate out here at some point. They must have figured people to, I mean, why would you come all the way out here to a business? I guess if you got a good enough service to provide, you build it, they will come, kind of a thing. Let's check her out on the other side. It's cool, all them rocks down there you don't normally see. That cedar tree growing, looks like it's growing right out of them rocks. Alright, Slim Shady. Oh, that's beautiful. I can't imagine what this guy in this house thought when all of a sudden there, I mean, he had that field out there, but it was all forested in. Lovely road, absolutely lovely. I like them old telephone poles when they start getting weathered looking. It's like, you know, them telephone poles you see out in the desert, you know, and things been sitting there 50 years and just as strong now as what they were when they put them up, you know. This thing's cool, man. It's like a roller coaster ride. The GoPro is probably just flattening all of that out. Just kind of a crying chain. Alright, you guys give that seatbelt one extra tug. This is a big old downhill. The brakes fail, we're in serious trouble. You be seeing me downshifting like a oh man. And here's something to think about. If you didn't make it on a motorcycle, look what you're going to go through. Right through that barbed wire fence. Look at that fence, man. Oh, it's chicken wire on the bottom or hog wire on the bottom. Still, that wouldn't be a pleasant thing at all. That's bad news. Little moo cows out there just grazing. Isn't that peaceful? Look at that, where there's a bale of hay about half giving birth out the back of that thing. That's what I'm saying. It just looks like, yeah, the old dinner bell probably started ringing. That boy says, I'm out. Mama's got me some chicken on the table or something. I say that because it's a big old chicken farm. Remember? Yeah, beautiful trees. That is a cool facility. Really, really, really cool. So I'm gonna dart you off into the sun. It didn't even phase that guy. What if I didn't stop? What if I was going to shoot across there? Somebody comes rushing up the stop light sign like that. I freak out. How many of them have you seen not stop and just go right in front of you? Sign? What sign? Anyway, I was going to say, I'm going to face you directly into the sun here. So, I'm gonna slip out at this point. How about that? Woo, that's nice. Anyway, thanks for coming along for a very relaxing slim ride. I hope you're all still awake. Lovely old gal. So comfortable. She's just a cruiser, boy. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, what a beautiful, stunningly beautiful evening.
Nice and cool now.
Yeah, feels good out here
good.
now. It's probably, I don't know, 85 or somewhere in there. Feels good. Humidity's dropping, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
But kind of a bummer about them bars, huh? And then me creating some scary moments for myself there. Man, studying the wiring harness on that thing, figuring out what went where. That thing's not as simple as you think. That thing's actually quite complicated as far as all the technology in that with the harness, all the CAN bus stuff, and that wiring harness is that's quite a read actually. But I learned some stuff, and I got the stuff to clear it. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't decided what to do with the bars, if I just want to return them or exchange them. But they're definitely off. With them off, and you do some measurements. Yeah, it's. I'm kind of surprised I didn't notice it way sooner. I don't know. Just one of those things. That excitement, you know. Get it Christmas morning.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the bars. I love the way they look. I love the way it felt riding it yesterday. So definitely have to do something. I'll probably just exchange them. So I'll get a hold of them and start whatever that process is. But on that, the Slim, whatever stresses I had,
She took care of
the
them.
Slim cured them, I'm here to tell you. It's amazing how small, nimble, and quick that thing feels after you've been riding that Road King around for a while. It's crazy. It almost feels like a toy. It's nuts. Love that thing. Sit on that seat and you go, oh boy, that seat's kind of small. Nope, she's perfectly comfortable. Love it. But anyway, I think we're going to bounce on that and come to a close of our weekend here pretty soon.
Yeah, she's almost over.
Back to another week of the grind.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Monday or Tuesday.
And I just realized I forgot to grab a hat, so I apologize for the full-on helmet hair.
It's okay.
Massive helmet hair.
It's all natural.
Oh yeah,
There
it's
you
natural now, naturally messed.
It's all misty.
It's all must.
It's alright.
Yeah. All right. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Thanks for watching now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.